And so, he gives me this card, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna show you, the new album." And I was like, "Holy shit! I'm about to listen to the new Pimp C before anybody hears it." It was really, saying the UGK, right?
Right.
And he shows me the song that I got Bobby Bobby.
Yeah.
This is the first time I hear it.
You heard it before everybody, huh?
Man, I was like, oh, I'm like, yo, Pimp, this bitch is jam. This gotta be a single. Signed with, you remember the group Nemesis?
Yeah.
Big Al, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
He did a little thing with Big Al and Nemesis, and then I just kind of went over here with Inset and did my solo stuff. Mm-hmm. So then that's what I started doing my solo stuff, and was creating my solo album, and that's when I met the great late Pimp C, man.
Yeah, met Pimp C.
Oh man, when I tell you, man, this
man, you gotta give me some. You gotta give me some Pimp C stories.
This man,
I need about 1 or 2 or 3 Pimp C stories.
When I tell you, man, Pimp. When I say he's built different, he was built different, man. I mean, he
give me something that just stuck out with you that Pimp C done that other guys didn't do, that made him stick out and made him Pimp C.
I'm gonna tell you this one story that he told us, right? And we're in the studio, mm-hmm. and he was telling me, he goes, "I'm a beast." He goes, "I'm a beast when it comes to this," right? He was just, saying in his Pimp C mode, right? And, saying, we're like, "Hey, what you talking about, Pimp?" And he was like, "Man, I remember, I think it was Jive Records. He was sending this record, right? And back then, saying the sampling was really, kind of a big issue, saying you couldn't get away with it, saying whatever." So he would tell us the story. And I don't know if I should be saying this, right? But the
rest
story
in peace to Pimp, man.
Yeah, man, But
there's a lot of people probably want to hear this.
Yeah,
man.
But so he would send off the record right to the record company, and they were like, "Yo, man, we can't use this record, right? Saying the sampling, we can't clear it, whatever. Send it back to Pimp." So all Pimp do, he would just turn it down. And he sent it back. See, he wouldn't take it off or nothing.
He'll screw the sample.
So he would send it back, and they were like, "Nah, man, we told you to take it off." Send it back to Pimp, and all Pimp would do is just lower it, like turn it right back down, right? So he would do that enough until where you couldn't hear it, and then that they'll end up I guess clearing the sample or playing it, right?
Right.
So he was like, "Yeah, I'm a beast." That's what he was saying. I'm a beast, right? So
he I'm getting over on them boys.
Yeah. So we're like, whoa. I mean, just telling the stories, right? And then he's recording, right? And so back then, I guess the technology wasn't as advanced as we got now, where we can echo it. So we push a button, all that good stuff. So he's recording, right? Just like you are right there in front of the camera, right?
Right.
He's recording, and so he wants to. I guess echo this word, right? And let's just say he says, "Bitch," right? And he goes, "Bitch," and he starts stepping back, "Bitch," and he's going back and back, right?
He's making his own echo.
He's making his own echo, right? So then the producer, the engineer stops it, and he was like, "Yo, man, don't you ever stop me." Goes off on the engineer, and I was like, "Holy shit."
That's Pimp, man.
Yeah, man. And that just like, I was like, man, Pimp is, like I tell you,
he's different.
Yeah. And when I first met him, we were at I keep forgetting the name, but I believe one of my homeboys, he told me that the name was Chachos, and it was in Houston. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like a 2 pesos here in Dallas, right?
Right.
Or 2 partners, and so it was called Chachos. And on a Friday night, it was just like a club, and it was I was the only Mexican in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it was called Chachos, right? It's a Mexican spot, but I was the only Mexican in there. So we pull up, and I'm like, "Man, I'm hungry." You know what I'm saying? I was like, we just did 3 hours, from Dallas to Houston, and I was like, "Man, I'm hungry." So they were like, "Yo, man, like, don't get down, Pimp's about to, pull up." So I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm getting down." I get down, get in line, and Pimp walks in. Like nothing. Mink coat and everything, man. Like, he just walks in, like, goes use the restroom. Yeah, I guess he spotted me. This is the only Mexican. So he was like, "Yo, Dot." And I turned around and like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Come on." And you know what I'm saying, everybody there was just like, what's up, Pimp? Like they didn't, you know what I'm saying, like it was normal, you know what I'm saying, like to see him, right? And so I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like Pimp is just, you know what I'm saying, he's like that real, you know what I'm saying,
neighborhood
yeah,
hero,
yeah,
man.
yeah. And so we get in this Rolls Royce, man, and this is the first time I ever sat in a Rolls Royce, man. A maroon, I mean, this bitch was clean, right?
Yeah.
And I sit down and the rug just feels good, right? And he was like, he's like, yeah, you riding with me, so you know, I'm riding with him to the studio. And again, mind you, this is around the time when Katrina hit. So, you know, there was, you know what I'm saying, I mean, when we pulled up to Houston, they were like, yo, we got you, you know what I'm saying, a couple of, you know what I'm saying, security. And I was like, yo, we don't need no security. Like, you know, like, what's going on? But there was a lot of shit going on, right? You know? And so, you know, he gives me this card. And then he's like, hey, I'm going to show you, you know, the new album. And I was like, holy shit, I'm about to listen to the new Pimp C before anybody hears it. It was really, you know what I'm saying, the UGK, right?
Right.
And he shows me the song that I got Bobby. Yeah. It's the first time I hear it.
You heard it before everybody, huh?
Man, I was like, oh, like I'm like, yo, Pimp, this bitch is jam. This gotta be your single. And he's like, yo, for real, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, he probably just, you know what I'm saying?
I think he did use that as one of his singles.
Oh man, dog, I was like, yo, Pimp, you got to, you know what I'm saying? So when we record the record, right? And I tell him, I was like, Pimp, you know what I'm saying? We getting off the car, and I was like, yo, Pimp, I said, I just need one favor, man, because I'm like really like starstruck right now. You know, I'm chilling with Pimp, you know what I'm saying? There's a legend now, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
and he treating you like you just one of the homies.
Yeah, like, you know, so I was like, yo, Pimp, man, I said, I just need one favor. When you write this record, I said, when you write this record, I just need one favor, man. He said, what's up? And I said, man, just say my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say my name on the verse, man, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, I got you. So, you know, he's old school, homie. You know, we write now on the phones, you know what I'm saying, doing our lyrics. So he's still, you know what I'm saying, writing on a piece of paper. So tell me why he finished writing it, and he gives me the piece of paper. But me, I'm so starstruck, right? I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you know, thank you. I never told him to autograph it. You know what I'm saying? So I have it there, you know what I'm saying? It's his lyrics, his writing, and everything.
You still got that?
I still got it.
Oh, man, I wish you could have brought it.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to bring it.
Oh, man, yeah, man.
I still got it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I got to frame it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just
say, man, that's worth something, man.
Yeah.
You probably one of the only ones that got some Pimp C material, man, some Pimp C lyrics on the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some, bro.
Man, and you know, I felt again honored, you know, but again, I was like, man, he should have signed it. You know what I'm saying? Get his autograph on it, but you know, it is what it is.